Created live on Fireside.
So welcome back to YNS Live with NFL Thread here live on Fireside. I'm going to have you introduce yourself, please.
Yes, so I'm Amber Newman. I'm a part of Off the Field as well as the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club down in Houston. So
amazing. So, okay. So do you come to the Super Bowl every year?
Yes, so my husband played in the NFL, and so he's a part of the NFL choir, and so we had that performance last night, so we're always here.
You're always here. And then what got you involved in the Boys and Girls Club?
Oh my God. So when I was young, my parents got divorced, and so my mom and I moved to Houston, and so I was a latchkey kid, and so I said the times that they have now is different than when I grew up, and so I was like, I would never probably leave my kids alone at home, you know, at a young age, just because it's the internet and it's so many activities that they can get into that could really harm them, and human trafficking, of course, and so that's, you know, I just have a passion for making sure that we have a safe place for kids to go, and so that's one of the reasons why.
That's amazing. And you know what I have to say, every single person I talk to and in this community, you guys all have service hearts. I mean, you really do. And my listeners always laugh because I believe in God, but whether you believe in a universe or God, I do believe that you're steered in certain ways, and this community, every single one of you guys that I talk to has such a service heart and such a beautiful thing that you really truly want to help. And then the fact that you get on a platform where maybe you have a little bit of a louder, you're able to have a louder voice because you have a little bit more of a platform. I think it's such a beautiful thing, and the fact that you connected it back to your childhood and you wanted to do better for the children now, I so appreciate it. Where can people find you?
On my Instagram, it's officially Amber Newman, and of course, Boys and Girls Club, bgcbrazoria.org. And so if people are coming down to the Houston area and want to volunteer and give back to kids, we would love to have them.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining YNS Live with NFL Thread. Yes, thank you so much.
Keep up the great work, too, on the podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you again so much. Welcome back to YNS Live with NFL Thread. I'm Juliette Hahn, and I'm going to have you introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is DeBorah Little, and I'm the widow of Pro Football Hall of Famer Floyd Little, number 44 with the Denver Broncos.
And what's really cool is we just talked about, so we're at Ocean 44 here in Arizona, and you want to show the napkin because that's really cool.
Yes, I would love to show the napkin. So we are at Oceans 44, and the napkins say number 44. So yes, a lot of these will be going home with me.
Wonderful. So tell us why do you come to this event every year?
I do. I come every year because I am absolutely amazed and overwhelmed and so proud of my sisters for the work that you do for charity in every single city around the country that the Super Bowl comes to. The work that you do with charity, it is not a individual or personal gain. You literally feed into nonprofit organizations around the country every year during Super Bowl. And as a NFL wife, it only makes sense to support what you're doing because your hands are open to serve and give back in everything that you do. And I so commend you for that, and I am so happy to be a part of that.
Yes. No, thank you so much. And thank you always for coming and supporting, and I think it's beautiful. Yes. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
So I used to do Floyd.
Right.
You know, I was Floyd agent and manager for like 17 years. And now that I'm a widow, I sat down for 2 years just trying to figure out who am I now, right? Because I was very happy being, Mrs. Floyd Little and catching the rays off of his sunshine. He was absolutely amazing. So this year, 2023, I am standing up again. I am the president of a company called Touchdown Presentations. I help you score in life, and I do professional speaking and trainings. And I'm also the inventor of LVII Sticks, a cosmetic tool that helps you save the 30% of cosmetics that get stuck in the bottom of your cosmetic tools.
Oh, I love that. So tell everyone where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me at LivMoreSticks.com, or you can hit me up on Little More Sticks on Facebook or Little More Sticks on Instagram.
And that is such an awesome tool because that's what we all, you're always like banging it on your hand, right?
Yes, exactly.
So I love that you do that.
Right,
well, thank you so much for joining YNS Live with NFL Thread. Always a pleasure to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you, sis. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the entire community.
Thank you so much.
Love
I so
you.
appreciate it.
God bless everyone.
Yeah, it's so good to see you. Take care. Welcome back to YNS Live with NFL Thread. Want to mention our sponsors here. Thank you so much for Shutterstock. You call the shots with Shutterstock. Live Assignments, UBS, Angela Brown, Legacy Builder Group, and always off the field support that we get here. I want you to introduce yourself.
Mr. Veynell Warren, CEO of WPS TV, Dallas, Texas.
And tell us a little bit about what you do there and what your role is and what the first network that is.
Okay. Well, what we do is, number one, we're one of the only minority-owned television broadcasting stations in the DFW area. I'm the CEO, the founder, and anything Hollywood do, we do, from documentaries to commercials to movies. We have a book publishing company called Crazy Faith Entertainment, a limousine service. So when you come in, we'll send a limousine to get you, bring you in, interview you.
I love that.
we do that. So anything from commercials to documentaries, again, stories, movies, we do it all.
Now, and how did you get involved in that?
I was actually singing on a Poets Expo, and a guy walked on stage, grabbed a mic, and gave me a card and said, if you want to get serious, call me. So it started from there. I started acting. Then I was a guest on someone else's TV show, and I stayed there long enough to get pregnant with knowledge to give birth to my own.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. So it's kind of always been there.
Somewhat, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to act and sing doing gospel stage plays, and it just started from there, acting and singing and hosting TV shows and going from there.
Amazing. Now, and where can people find you and the station?
You can find us at WPSTX.tv, WPSTX.tv, and hit live, see whatever we're showing on TV right now, or check out our whole history.
That's very cool. We definitely have to talk on the side back there, but that is definitely. My card is right over there, not to throw them. I'm like, but no, it's definitely, I love what you're doing, and I think it's so important. I'm glad.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you for being here.
And thank you for having me.
YNS Live with NFL Thread.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Oh, I think I know who you are, so welcome to YNS Live with NFL Thread. Please introduce yourself.
All right, I'm LeMarcus Newman, former NFL player, also part of the NFL Gospel Choir. Work with President Obama Foundation, my brother's keeper, through an organization called Change Happens. So do a lot of different things.
That is so cool. Now, how did you get involved in the choir?
I got involved in the choir a couple of years ago when it was in Houston. Some of my good buddies asked me to be a part of the choir. I'm not gonna say I'm a good singer. I'm a pretty decent singer. And then
you have to know. They wouldn't ask me to be in. I mean, I know it's a boys' choir, but they wouldn't ask me to be in any choir.
I think, be honest with you, I think it was more of my influence than anything of me singing. So They knew I had a lot of different followers on social media, and when they asked me, I was like, okay. So I loved it ever since I've been a part of the choir. And it means something good, too, because a lot of kids be involved, too.
Right. No, that's amazing. And it also shows two different sides. You were an NFL player, but you can also have an artistic side.
Exactly.
Because a lot of times, people don't think about that creative, artistic kind of side of themselves.
Correct.
And so it's really cool that you got involved in that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about when you left the NFL. What did that look like? Where did you pivot? Kind of what was your first step out of the league?
I think I had a good transition. And the reason why I had a great transition is because I had great men that was around me and older men that was a part of the NFL, a lot of veterans. And so once I got out the NFL, I immediately got a job with the government. So I started traveling the world with the government. They stuck me in a position with the government where I was managing translators and interpreters, which I found was good because I learned different languages. So it was an easy transition for me, and it was quite rewarding because I got the opportunity to travel more overseas and travel the world a little bit more and learn a lot about myself too at the same time.
Right. Oh, that's amazing. So
Yes, it did.
and I think what you said is so important is that you had a support system.
Exactly.
Because if you don't have that support system, you kind of flail, right? And
Exactly.
anyone in life, you flail without that support system.
Correct.
So I
Exactly.
love how you had that. Now, was that something that you seeked out, or was it like you had people in your corner that were like, let's just be there for him as he's, exiting the league?
I think it's something that I seeked out too, and then at the same time, I think people usually take a liking to me because I'm a personable individual. So I think it's both, So
Right.
I'm always like, I'm the type of person, if I don't know the answer to something, I'm going to find out
Right, I love that. Me
knows the
too.
answer.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
love
that
that.
type of individual. Yes, indeed.
Well, wonderful. Well, please tell people where they can find you on the
Okay.
social media.
Okay, they can find me at LeMarcus Newman, LeMarcus, last name Newman, on IG platform, Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. So and LinkedIn too as well.
So you're everywhere.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So I do a lot of, like I said, I do a lot of community work. Very involved in the community, and I just like to give back.
I love, and I say this all the time. This community, you guys are really a group of people that like to give back.
Correct.
I mean, you really do. You really are born with service hearts, and the fact that you have that kind of that platform being in the NFL, and then you're able to do that, I think it's beautiful.
And I'm gonna say that's one of the reasons why I had the opportunity to connect with Cynthia too as well. So Cynthia interviewed my family a couple of years ago and was talking about giving back. So ever since then, I love Cynthia very much.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of community work too as well together. So
Wonderful.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much for joining YNS Live with NFL Thread. I so appreciate it, and thank you for supporting us.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I repost you too as well.
I appreciate it.
To get you some followers out there.
Please.
All right, pleasure to meet. Nice to meet you too as well.
Thank you.